so I did not plan how I'm gonna sit very well. Oh well. Hello, my name is Jay. Welcome. I have quite a lot of yarn to sort through, and also I have been making a cardigan and I need a little motivation to really push through a good chunk of it, so you guys are gonna help me and hold me accountable. So let's get started. Let's sort this yarn. I mean, okay, disclaimer, I have seen it already, but I want to show you because it's so fun. So, first of all, I got these 3 crochet hooks. Oh, okay. Actually, first of all, I got all of this off of Vinted from a lady who is going to use the money to buy period products for people in need. So I was very glad that my money is going to a good cause, to people who will need it, because as someone who has needed a period product and not had it, it's awful. It's the worst. It's embarrassing. It feels gross. Especially on those heavy days when you just like really need it. So I'm glad my money went to a good place. This is not Spawn. It was just some lady off Vinted. But I'm glad that my money went to a good place, and now this yarn is going to go to good places because some of it is going to be made into like hats that I'm going to give out to shelters and stuff like that. So the good stuff all goes around. Good stuff. I'm trying to encourage you to do good things, I guess. Okay, so I got these 3 crochet hooks, which are great because I've been lacking in the smaller sizes. I've been working off of a half a crochet hook set that my grandma left to me when she died, or like partly that also she helped me assemble when she was alive. So I don't have a wide range, and I've been missing the smaller end. So I have 2 3.5 and, or no, I have 2 2.5 and 1 3. I just burped. I've been really interested in getting into lace crochet, so these are really going to be useful for that. Also, I did not realize when I bought it that this crochet hook has 2 sides. They're both the same, as far as I can tell, they're both the same like size. I don't understand. What is this for? How do I use this? What is the advantage of it having 2 sides? I kind of like, I mean, it's fun. Look, ooh, it's very fun. It's very fun to twirl around. What do I do with it? What do I do with it? I don't know what to do with it. If you have ever seen a crochet hook, hi, if you have ever seen a crochet hook like this that has 2 ends and they're both the same size and you know what to do with it, please let me know, because I don't know what to do with this aside from like crochet regularly. I'll figure it out. Hi. Oh, my worm is coming. Hello. Oh, are you gonna? He has I think he's camera shy because he always seems to come into the camera without ever actually getting on camera. He just walked right by you guys. I think making big blankets? Maybe. You look so cute. Thank you. I found this hat today in our laundry room and I'm so excited about it, and I'm never taking it off. This is like my dream hat. What am I sitting on? I'm sitting on something. Oh, I'm just sitting on blankets. Oh, this is Jerome. He's shy, so he's probably not gonna stick around very long. But you're looking for some love, buddy? Okay. You can be part of the yarn haul. Showing your butt to the camera. Very good. Sorry guys, the cat demands attention. This is priority, this is important. The cat demands attention. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh, big scritches. Are we done? No, we're not done. Okay. We're not done. Okay, buddy. I really do have a haul to get back to. He's so cute. Are we done? I love you. we gotta be done, buddy, or I'm just gonna work around you. Let's start the haul. So I think there's something like 23 balls of yarn in here, so I'll count and I'll make sure. Starting with the, Jerome. Starting with this like pale seafoam blue. I don't know how much this originally was, but it looks like about half a skein of, if I were to guess, acrylic yarn. They are all so nicely rolled and caked and have a little center pulled. From what I understand, do I have something in my teeth? No, I just have a tooth gap. Okay, never mind. From what I understand, the lady I bought these from, they weren't hers, they were her grandma's. But her grandma is just too old to crochet anymore. So like clearly this is someone who like really valued their work and adored their yarn, because all of this yarn is just so beautifully wrapped. So I'm really glad to have it. Beautiful seafoam green. What is your cat trying to show us? I don't know, I'm sorry. He can be a little bit like that sometimes. But you're making the people uncomfortable. Okay. So then I have another skein of a very similar color. Not quite the same. It's hard to see on camera, but this is a little bit greener. This is a little bit greener and this is a little bit bluer, but they're about the same shade. They're just different hues. I hope I'm using those words right. I should take an art class. Like, I'm not even very good at art, but I should take an art class just to like learn the art words, because I feel like that would be useful. Good colors. I feel like I don't have a lot of these colors, but they're really popular, and it can be difficult when you are trying to make things from thrifted yarn to reliably get certain colors, so good. Okay, this is another similar color. Uh-oh, this is coming apart a little bit. I was just talking about how nicely wrapped they all were, but I guess this one's coming apart a little bit. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna try and keep it this way because there seems to be some sort of center pull going on. It's a very nice color. Ooh, and it feels very soft. Oh, this I imagine also to be some sort of cotton acrylic blend. I know there are ways to test and find out, so maybe I'll do that eventually, but I don't super need to know right now. This is super soft, so this is definitely an acrylic polyester blend. I'm really interested in crocheting. It's like meditation calms your mind. I agree. I don't know if it even calms my mind, but it helps me sort things out in a more like guided fashion, if that makes sense. Meditation is the right word for it. Where was I? I don't think I... This is also a green, sort of maybe more of a teal compared to the other two. Yeah, this is way more green. Maybe I would call this a seafoam green? What does seafoam green look like? Or maybe a light jade? What are colors? Again, I should take an art class. Okay, these aren't all staying there. This is, first of all, gorge. It's like a sage kind of color in person. I think it shows up as pretty real on camera. Hey, that's not, that ball of yarn that ball of yarn isn't for you. I guess I can't get mad at my cat for being a cat. No, these aren't for you. This is so cliche. Look at him. We're being so cliche right now. Is that sea green? You know what? Yeah, that, oh wait, were you talking about this one? Sea green might be a good color for it, Jerome. But this is definitely more of a sage. Oh, I should get, I'm gonna need a little scale so I can tell you all how many grams each ball of yarn is. I don't plan on doing massive hauls like this often. I only want to do it like when I need yarn. And like when I'm like looking for something. Are you okay? The iPad fell on him. That's a funny little guy you have there? Yeah, he's a funny little guy. He used to be such a sad little guy, and then we moved, and now we're not living with the people we used to live with, and now he's so happy. Okay, can we please? Oh, Jerome, you really messed this up for me, bud. Okay, it's a different angle, but it works. Should I stay in the greens? There's a whole bunch of other greens, but I kind of have a certain project in mind for them, so I kind of want to show you those all together at the end, maybe. No, you cannot have that yarn either. Okay, so I have this, it's definitely an acrylic just from the feel of it. This acrylic navy blue. I think it'll be a good hat. I think this is a good color for a hat. I don't know why. Every time I have this color, I make it into a hat. I couldn't tell you why. Okay. I also have this. It's showing up a lot more blue on camera, but in person, it's a very true teal, I would say. There's a lot of this one, so I might make this into a skirt or a shawl or... No! Everything's going wrong. You can't have that, Jerome. These are not for you. Oh, God. I gotta find a better way to do this. I didn't set this up right. Because I forgot that YouTube doesn't do horizontal live streams anymore. They do vertical live streams now, and that's kind of stupid. Wow, I was really close to you guys. I'm sorry. I saw a question asking if I would teach some beginner level crochet, and okay. I'm officially evicting Jerome from set. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I have to, you know what? We're on pause. You are being a terror and a disaster. You never act like this. What's going on? And stay out. Okay, where did he... Okay. Oh my God. He managed to make quite a mess of this little yarn pile that I have going on over here. Okay. Hello? We're back. Naughty cat. Yeah. He has been evicted from the premises. He is no longer allowed on the work site. Hopefully everything will continue uninterrupted. Okay, come on, man. Please stay. Okay. YouTube, why? I just need straight up a better setup than this. This is my own fault. I need a better setup than this. Okay. Teal. That's where we were. Teal. I saw a question asking if I would teach some beginner level crochet, and the answer is probably no. There are a lot of people already teaching crochet and a lot of amazing beginner level tutorials. I don't have a lot of interest in teaching at this moment because I feel like I'm still learning, even though I've been crocheting for a long time. And I have this whole thing about like, I think that you should really know how to do something if you're gonna teach it. Obviously, in some way, we're all learning all the time, always, even if you're like an expert in something. But I don't feel like I'm at crochet teacher level yet, you know, like that's just not a level of expertise that I've attained currently. I'll let you know if I ever get there. But there are a lot of really amazing tutorials that already exist online. All you have to do is Google crochet tutorial or just right here on YouTube, crochet, beginner crochet hat, beginner crochet this. Don't start with a blanket. it's a lot of work. Don't start with a blanket. Okay. Moving on. I have this brown. It's definitely some sort of acrylic cotton blend, maybe? Maybe more of just acrylic. Yeah, okay. This is probably just acrylic. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but I saw someone recently talking about how they think that crocheters should embrace neutrals more and knitters should embrace colors more, and I kind of agree with that. There are a lot of really amazing crochet pieces. There are a lot of really amazing crochet pieces that I'm like, that would look great in not 50 colors. And there are a lot of really amazing knit pieces that I'm like, that would look great in not gray. Also, no, I didn't have any plans to teach anything in this live stream, in this video. I'm just going through my yarn, and then I'm gonna make some of my cardigan, but if you learn something through that, I am glad, but I'm not, like, officially teaching anything. So I have another, like, dark brown. In real life, this is much darker, but on camera, it's coming off much more, like, brunette. It looks like someone's brown hair. That's the only way I can describe this color, is someone with brown hair. It was nice meeting you too. Good yarn. I don't know what I'm going to use this for. Maybe a trim for something. Maybe like the edges of a skirt or a shirt or something like that. I will see. This is another good brown. It's more of a cool brown. These other ones are warmer browns. There's a lot more of it. I'm thinking socks. What do you think? I'm thinking socks. Like, good sock color. I don't know. Also, people say that crochet socks are really hard to make, and that's probably a little bit true, but I don't know. I don't want to learn how to knit. I like crocheting. I don't want to learn how to knit. There are a lot of other crafts that I would rather do over learning how to knit. I would rather, at this point in time, become a crochet master and be good at other crafts than try and balance both learning knitting and crocheting. Not like that there's anything wrong with doing both. There are people who do both that I'm like, that's amazing. And there are people that make like mixed media knit crochet pieces and they always turn out phenomenal. I just really like crocheting. I just think it's fun. Anyway, so we have this black sparkly yarn. This is so fun. I'm definitely turning this into a slutty little top or something. I don't know where I'm gonna wear this slutty little top, but I'm definitely, like, this is gonna be a slutty little top for me. A general rule is if anything in my stock is in color, it's probably something I'm making for someone else or for my shop. And if it's black, it's for me. So this is for me. Speaking of black, we have another cake of, this is 1000% cotton yarn. It feels like cotton. This can't be anything other than cotton. It feels like cotton. So we have this cake of cotton yarn in black. Really awesome. I don't know what I'm gonna make with it yet. Maybe gloves. Gloves are cool. I also do need to, my car gets so fucking hot and I want to crochet, like, you know, covers for the steering wheel, so maybe I'll use this. Actually, I kind of wanted to do that in more of a fuzzy, but then maybe the fuzzy would be hard to clean. Maybe this would be easier to clean. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Oh, we got another little brown. Yeah, I think they're both acrylic blends. Just another little bit of brown. I don't know what I'm gonna use this for, but again, maybe like the trim of something, or I can make something really small. I'll figure it out. Usually I go in with a lot more of a plan when I buy things, but like thrifted yarn can be so difficult because like sometimes there are a lot of projects that you need 4, 5, 6 cakes of the same yarn for, and that can be really hard to find when you're thrifting, and so it forces me to get creative with what I make and how I make them, and I like that. I enjoy that, and I don't really have any plans on changing that. Anyways, this is definitely some sort of cotton acrylic polyester blend, like all of the above kind of thing, in a nice gray. If I had more of this, I would probably turn it into a sweater, but because I don't have more of it, it might be a hat or some socks. I really like making like I'm sorry that none of this is interesting. I really like making simple things. It just is enjoyable to me. This fluffy red would make a great hat. I could make some scrunchies, but I don't know if anybody wants crochet scrunchies, honestly. Like, I see everybody making them and nobody selling them, myself included. Like, nobody wants the crochet scrunchies. So maybe a hat. Maybe a hat. Or maybe like a 1 or 2 granny squares of a larger project. Maybe I could make like a cardigan that's black on both sides, and then this could go down the middle. That might be kind of cool. See what I said? See what I'm saying? It forces me to get creative, and like, I like it. This is, it'll have this is color blue sprinkle from Premier Yarns. Just yarn flowers. 52% acrylic, 48% polyester, and it is 60 grams. This is 60 grams of yarn. I think that this is so cute. I'm probably gonna save it for one of the kiddos in my life. There are Christmas and birthday presents upcoming to be made, and I'm sure one of them will really enjoy this. It's so cute. This is just so cute. Every now and then I wish I weren't like super goth, because then I'd wear more colors, but then every time I wear colors I'm like, ew, I don't like this. Like, every time I make something really colorful and then I have to wear it for the photos for my shop, I'm like, never mind, I like being goth. But this is so cute. Okay. White. It is always, I feel, good to have some white in your stash, because you never know when you're gonna need it. You never know when you're gonna just need a reliable, neutral color to string something together. So this is a pretty decent cake of yarn. I'm pretty sure this is also cotton, or a cotton polyester blend, maybe. Something like that. Can you hear the sounds of it? Is this ASMR? Was that terrible? I feel like that was probably terrible. I'm sorry. Okay, we're getting down to the last few. These ones I was really excited for. This is just a beautiful violet, and this is a beautiful lavender. These are kind of my 2 favorite kind of purples. So maybe I'm gonna make this into something for my altar, or something for my, yeah, maybe I might make this into something witchy, because they're purple, and these are my 2 favorite purples. I don't know yet, but I was really excited for these ones. This one I think is some sort of a cotton acrylic blend, and this one is definitely an acrylic polyester blend. Also, this is not reliable at all. This is just my opinion based off of like seeing yarn often enough and feeling it often enough that I can semi-accurately guess like this is probably sort of this. I'm not always right, but I would say I'm usually somewhere around right. If that makes sense. Okay. Oh, another purple? Honestly, maybe I'll keep all 3 of these together. This one is definitely, I think this is like a cotton wool blend, because the feel of it is just so, and like look at the, you know what I mean? Wow, this is so pretty. This one's so pretty. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping all 3 of these together and making something beautiful and purple out of it. Yes. So here is another cake of black. I think it's just an acrylic blend. A good thing to have around. I'll probably use this for a lot of like stringing together different projects, honestly. Another little ring of gray that I'm realizing is actually variegated. There's darker levels of gray on the inside. So I don't know what I'll use this for since it's variegated like that, but maybe I'll put this into my scrap yarn pile and do like a scrap yarn bag or a scrap yarn dress or something like that. That would be pretty cool. So this is our last, oh no wait, did I show this one already? Yeah, I did. I think I called it gray, but in person it's more of a gray blue. Like it's a pretty healthy mix of gray and blue. Okay, this is the last like yarn. It looks like very bright orange on camera, but in person it's a lot more muted. I think this would make like a really cute vest maybe, or a pillowcase cover, something like that. Yeah. I'm really into like 70s orange decor, so I'm maybe a little bit biased towards that. Maybe I could pair this with some red and it could be like like a longer vest. Orange at the top, red at the, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. And then the last three are not really yarn, they're thread, a cream, a white, and a pink, because like I said, I'm trying to get into lace crochet, and these will be really useful for that, but also sometimes I like using yarn plus a thread in my work to give it like an extra little va-va-voom of color, you know, I mix them together. So these will be good for my thread collection. Wow, okay. Oh, wait, no, we're not onto the last ones. I forgot at the beginning, I told you guys that there were a bunch of greens that I want to keep all together for one project. Here they are. Okay, so let's start with this one. I should take off my hat for this. I opened this box yesterday with my partner, and he mentioned that this looks like my hair, and it does. Like, he's just right. It looks like my hair. And so I was like, oh, maybe I should make like a weird green puppet of myself. And then I was like, oh, this could be my hair, this could be my face. These could be my clothes. This could also be part of my clothes, or like maybe like a shoes or a hat or my glasses or something. So I think I'm gonna make a little weird me crochet like green version of myself, because I'm always wearing so much black and red. So I think I'm gonna make like a weird green and white version of myself. I don't know why, because I can. Why not? You know what I mean? God, this is a lot of fucking yarn. And it was a pretty reasonable price because, again, I thrifted it and I got it off Vinted. All right. So I'm gonna put these all away, and then I will show you the cardigan that I've been working on. Trying to give you guys one last look at them, especially the fun ones, before they go back into my box. I'll probably take pictures of them and put them on Lemonade. I don't know if you guys are on Lemonade, but I've been having a lot of fun there. Just kind of doing crafty and witchy stuff. Oh, the 3 threads. Doot, doot, doot. I really like the pink one. I think I'm gonna use the pink one in a crochet piece for like rave wear or something like that, and give it that little extra va-va-voom. All these teals and greens, navy blue, all of the browns and grays. I should put this back on. Honestly, I'm never taking this hat off. White, orange, you guys know colors, teal, or maybe you don't, maybe you're colorblind. red. So maybe this is helpful for you. And then my 3 little purples that I want to keep together. And the 3 small crochet hooks that I'm going to use for lace crochet. And the weird long one. Oh, new subscriber, Robin Swan, subscribe to your channel. Thank you. I assume you're watching right now and you just subscribed from this live stream. Thank you. This weird long crochet hook. If you know what the fuck to do, someone earlier said maybe make a blanket, but I don't know. If you know what to do with this, please let me know. Because, what? What are you? What is this? What? I don't know. Give me a minute. That was a lot. Just gotta take a little load off, you know what I mean? Oh, sweet water. Okay. So, not prepared this live stream well. This is what happens when you're spontaneous. Okay, just gotta grab this. Cool. So something I've been working on this month for Pride has been a hexie cardigan. Where? With who? There we go. I have the pink side done. One half is gonna be pink, one half is gonna be blue, and then the trim and the pockets and everything are gonna be white. Because it's Pride Month, and so I'm making a trans pride flag cardigan. However, I technically already finished the blue part. I just did it completely wrong. I don't know how it happened. I was just not in a good space when I was doing it, I guess, and I did it in the wrong stitch. I missed a crucial corner that caused it to become a completely different shape than like what it should have been. Like I just completely ruined it, and there was no frogging it or going back because the yarn that I was using was just, it's the type that you don't frog it, you just give up. So I'm gonna make it its own other half eventually, because it'll still function as a cardigan, it'll just have a very different look to it. That honestly I won't be mad at. It was just frustrating that I did that. It's frustrating that I made that mistake. And I was really frustrated with myself for that for a couple days. But now I'm back on the horse with a new yarn. It's not quite the light blue that I would like to like match the trans pride flag, but we live and let live, you know what I mean? When things are like that, things are like that. So I basically have to start I basically just had to start the blue side all over, and that's very frustrating. But I am persisting because this cardigan isn't going to be for me. I am going to sell it, and I am going to pledge the profits of it to a trans person in financial need. So however much money this gets sold for, I will just turn around and put that money basically into a trans person's bank account. So if you are interested in a trans pride cardigan and supporting a trans person, I don't know who the trans person is yet, but I will figure it out. But if you are interested in supporting a trans person, maybe you will be interested in buying this cardigan later. Yes? Yes. But because I've had to start over, I've had a hard time like actually powering through it like I did on the other blue half. Like I powered through the other blue half in like a day and a half. And this has taken me 4 days because I've just had such a hard time getting back on the horse because I was like disappointed with myself. I made such a big mistake and it caused such a huge setback, and so I've just had a hard time, you know, getting back into it, especially when it's like I have other projects that I want to be doing, and I messed up. It's okay. Just means I have to start over. You know what I mean? I'm trying to teach myself stuff like that. It's okay that I messed up. It's okay that I have to start over. But it's also okay that it was really frustrating at the time and that it's taken me a few days to really get back on the horse with it. Because, like, yeah, I was done. I was done. I didn't need to do anything else but, like, put it together. And now I have this whole other half to do. That's inherently a frustrating thing, right? But what matters is I'm here now, and I'm doing it, I'm trying, I'm putting in the work. I'm probably gonna get a lot quieter while I crochet, especially on the corners, because I hate crocheting corners. I don't know about any of you, but I despise crocheting corners. I don't know why. I just do. There we go. Thank God I'm halfway done with this corner. And then I'll be able to speak again and think again. I think that's what I don't like about corners, is that when I do them I have to think a little bit and like count. Like obviously there's a lot of counting in crocheting, and I'm sure you all heard the joke of like if you're about to start crocheting, you have to reason with yourself, you have to look at yourself and ask the question, do I really know how to count? And you have to be okay with the answer being yes. I'm sure we've all heard that one. It's true. You do just have to be okay with the answer is, I didn't know how to count. Like, shit, you guys are right. Oh, that was not good on my shoulder. Wow. Not a comfortable crochet position at all. Do not recommend. There we go. See, good corner. Even though I don't like doing them, I still do them. But there is a lot going on right now in this country. I'm an American. And the least I can do during Pride Month to support my community is, you know, financially aid another trans person. And also, whoever I pledge to, they will get some amount of money before the cardigan gets sold, because who knows how long it'll take for the cardigan to get sold. So I'll give them an initial like mutual aid money, and then however much else I get from making from this, however much else I make from this will go into them as well. Will go to them as well. And it just kind of feels like the least I can do is use my crochet skills to try and help out my community. Because wow, everything's really terrible right now. Like, it's hard to sit here and crochet and smile and laugh and joke while I know what's going on in the world. Like, does anybody else... I'm not gonna say does anybody else, but I know a lot of other people feel that feeling of like, why am I just going about my normal day when everything is like terrible outside? I know trans people who are getting their passports revoked or stolen, or they're being barred from re-entering the country. And right now in my state, ICE is sweeping through trying to abduct people from their jobs, their homes, their schools, their businesses, their their fucking lives. And I'm just like sitting here crocheting in a Shrek shirt. You know what I mean? So the least I can do is, this cardigan will probably go to a trans person, because I imagine a trans person will probably be the person who will buy it. So a trans person gets some trans merch, and then another trans person gets some money that they probably really need, and I get to crochet. I like crocheting. That's what I get out of this. I like to crochet. And yes, that's just... you know? If you are trans and you are interested in this financial aid, it's basically first come, first serve. So DM me on Instagram, passion.on.fire_, if you want to be the trans person that I'm pledging to. And if you DM me and I've already pledged to someone, I'm sorry. But if you're seeing this right now, I have not made a pledge to anyone yet. But if you are watching the replay of this, then it's a possibility that I already have. But still shoot your shot, because who knows? Maybe I haven't yet. Nah, we're coming up on another corner, guys. Don't like corners. Don't want to crochet corners. But I must power through. I must persist. This has to be done by Pride Month being over, at the very least. Like, I have to be showing it to people and being like, look at this cool cardigan, by the end of June, at least. And I also have a, I'm crocheting something for a friend for their birthday. So I'm not going to tell you what it is in case she sees this. But it's rather large, and I have about a week to do that. So I really have to power through on this today, because I have other bigger projects to do. Well, maybe not bigger, but I have other big projects to do very soon. And so I really gotta hunker down on this one. I don't think I advertised this on my stream at all, or on YouTube at all. So if any of my subscribers have managed to find this from the notification that YouTube probably didn't send, thank you. Hi, how you doing? Maybe I'll take a little crochet break real quick and do some social media advertising. Are you guys okay with that? I'm sorry. I'd also like to check my phone, just because I've been sponsoring someone from Gaza, and they have not been active in a while, and so I am worried about them. So I would like to check my phone to see if maybe they've responded at all. But I'm gonna finish this corner. God, the world we live in. I have to get on social media to post about my live stream, to make my crochet to fund another trans person's transition, and then also to check on and make sure someone that I'm sponsoring is still alive, because his city is constantly being bombed. Like, what do you see what I mean? About, like, how are we just, you know? Also, my partner just texted me. It's cute. He called me his little Irish paper boy. And you know what? It made me feel good. That's not advertising. Okay. I still have not heard anything from the person I am sponsoring in Gaza. So it's been a while. I'm definitely officially worried, but I'll keep checking in on them later. Anyways, like I keep saying, the life that we're living right now, the times that we're in are so bizarre. We move. Okay, hello Instagram. As soon as I started this, a fucking email popped up on my... Okay, hello Instagram. Okay, hello Instagram. I am currently live on YouTube. I just did a big haul and now I am crocheting this cardigan, so if you would like to come co-work with me for a little bit, come hang out. Okay, hello Instagram. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn that down so you don't have to hear that over and over again while I fix that. I always put captions on my videos because you never know who's hard of hearing, you never know who has their sound off also. And I feel like I watch Instagram stories more if they have captions because then I can follow along. Let me go grab the link to this. Sorry I'm making you guys watch me do admin stuff, but I don't have like anybody else to do this for me, so just me. Yes, I am live right now. Oh my god, I can see myself. Wait, is it gonna show me? Cool. Anyways. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's weird. Instagram's being weird. Oh no. Is Instagram being weird for you guys? Instagram's being weird for me. Okay, back to it. This was a bad position before, so I don't know why I'm getting back into it, but here I am. It feels so bizarre and awful to be walking through the world feeling like you have no control and feeling like you have no impact, even if you do. You know what I mean? Especially right now. If you are an American and you are trans or POC, stay safe out there. I'm worried about us. I'm the trans in the us, obviously, not the... I mean, look at... I feel like I can really like get going with this hook now. When I first started crocheting with this hook, it was so obnoxiously huge and it took me so long to like do just a fucking single stitch. But now that I've gotten used to it, I kind of never want to go back to a regularly sized crochet hook. Like, see, this position is already not working. Do I look really bitch-faced right now? I really do. But I'm giving such gender vibes, I feel like. Like, you don't know what gender I am. I took some pictures of me in this hat, and you guys, I looked so man, so boy. Honestly, I did look like a paper boy. My partner was right. Also, don't be like me. You should probably have 2 compression gloves. I just lost the other one. Also, I'm wearing so many compression things right now. I have compression socks on, because when I stand up, everything feels weird, and the compression socks make that stop. Also, my head doesn't hurt as much when I wear them, and I have more energy. I don't know why, but I do. Also, what was I talking about? Oh, right, I have a compression brace on my knee because I have a torn ACL, or a partially torn ACL. And then I have this compression glove on my hand, so I am thoroughly compressed. Oh, we're off on another corner. There's so many corners on this thing. Oh, I should get up. Why do I keep getting in that position? It doesn't work. I don't like it. Okay, this is probably better. Yeah, this is definitely better. You guys can see me better now, too. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? And then I stopped talking. Good job, me. Okay, did we work? We did not work. Hold on. I just did something silly and I almost really messed up, but I caught it and that's what's important. Okay. I almost just put like 1 stitch where I needed 3. So that wouldn't have worked. That would have really thrown things off, and I would have had to start all over again. 2, 3. Also, just a heads up, I'm probably going to be changing my YouTube channel name relatively soon. To match my Instagram, Passion on Fire. As much as I do feel like the word hyperfixation describes something that happens to me, I feel like it's become a word that's lost all meaning because nobody is using it right, and I don't want to contribute to that anymore. And I feel that even though I am neurodivergent, I am ADHD, I do have autism, I feel like my channel name is contributing to the misuse of the word hyperfixation. Like it's always been a little bit of a stretch. It just wasn't the right name. I tried, it just wasn't the right name. And I think the word passion describes what I experience well as well. So yeah, in the future, probably within the next couple weeks, my channel name will change from the Hyperfixation Corner to Passion on Fire. Please don't be confused or like unsubscribe or unfollow or anything like that. It's still me. I'm still fine. I'm just, you know, I'm learning. I'm growing. People have talked about how the word hyperfixation to them feels infantilizing or pathologizing. And I just, you know, I don't want to be part of the problem. I've gotten a lot of house stuff done today, or maybe not a lot, but an amount that I'm like proud of. It's not even okay. We just moved in, and so that's why the walls are completely bare. But we just moved in maybe a few months ago, and the circumstances of us moving in were wild, and we were both super exhausted by the end of it, so we had to put in a lot of initial work as soon as we moved in because everything was broken, nothing worked, everything was out of order, not ours. We needed our stuff, we needed our things, we needed this, we needed that. And there was just a lot of stuff that we needed to do really badly. So the last couple of weeks have been kind of chill. We've been relaxing, not running at full blast. But I think both of us are getting itchy to start shit again because fuck, man, we gotta get moving. So last night we both did some housework, and then this morning I took care of laundry, and part of what's taking us so long is we have to move all of the previous occupants' stuff out, and there was quite a lot of stuff. So the only two rooms that have nothing of theirs and everything of ours is the bedroom and the bathroom, and everything else is just packed to the brim with stuff that isn't ours. And we need to pack that away before we can unpack any of our stuff, and that's making it take even longer. But we're both getting antsy to like jump back on the horse and start again, because also I think we want to start decorating. I want to start decorating. I want to start painting. These walls, they're gonna be red. They're gonna be like a deep, dark red. And I'm very excited for it. I think the ceiling is gonna be purple. I forgot what I was saying in the middle of the sentence. That's not having ADHD. I don't know what just happened. Sorry guys, I cracked my knuckle and everything in my brain just reset. And another corner. How are there so many corners? Why do I keep running into corners? Maybe because there are 5 of them? 6 of them? Who the fuck knows how many corners at this point? So many goddamn corners. But I need to make good progress on this today. Notice how I always stop talking as soon as I have to do a corner. Sorry, give me a second, I have a couple more. Too bad that person who asked for a crochet tutorial didn't stick around, because I feel like even though I'm not doing any tutorial, even for me, just watching someone crochet is highly helpful in helping me learn. Like, even if they're not talking about what they're doing, just like seeing what they're doing, I'm like, oh, okay, I understand. I don't know if this is the same for you guys. probably should have stuck around. Oh well. Wow, it's so echoey in here. I've put up so many acoustic panels and it doesn't seem to matter because the room is low-key empty. I'm trying. Like I said, I had some decent progress this morning. Maybe after this live stream, I'll find some more progress to make. Is this calming? Is this relaxing for you guys? It's relaxing for me. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Oh yeah, you guys, this is the perfect hat. Literally, this is the hat of my dreams. This is the hat I've been looking for my entire life, and I can't believe that I just, found it in the laundry room when we were doing laundry. Like, what? Also, I have permission to take this hat. I asked, and they said that we could take anything that we found that we wanted to use because no one else would be using it, so my hat now. Okay, let's take a break. Very important if you are crocheting or sitting for long periods to take breaks, stretch, especially if you are like me and you're chronically ill. Stretch. Okay. I'm getting what's on, so I'm just gonna. We're back. Sorry. My partner needed a question answered, and I had the answer. Isn't that wonderful when people have questions and you know the answer? Honestly, my favorite thing in the world is when people ask a hypothetical question and I'm like, I know the real answer to that. Do you want to know? And I always ask because people don't seem to like it when you know the answer to their hypothetical question, so you have to get consent to answer the question that they just asked. I don't really understand that one. Like if I have an answer and you asked a question, why do I have to? But it makes them more comfortable, so that's how we move. You know what I mean? But my favorite thing is when they say yes, and I do get to answer, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know that." I really want to power through more, but I'm probably. This is really not as much as I wanted to do, but I'm probably gonna have to go soon-ish and get something to eat-ish because I'm hungry-ish. We gotta be taking care of ourselves in these times. We really do. Let me get through this. Corner. There's not that much left. And I promise when I come back upstairs after eating, I promise I will work on this again, even if it's not in a live stream. I will keep working on this. if you are trans and in need of financial assistance, and you would like to be the person that I pledge to, please DM me on Instagram at passion.on.fire_. I would love to pledge to you and help you out, and it's kind of first come, first serve, so if you come and you're the first, I'll say yes. Like, comment, subscribe. We're almost at the end of my corner. Yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. I really enjoy getting comments, because it means that someone like actually engaged with what I did, and that makes me really happy. I like them less when they're negative comments, but you know, I live with it. You live and let learn. I can hear like construction work happening outside. Boo, I hate construction work. Not construction workers, they're the backbone of our society, but construction work is loud. See what I mean? Like, that I should be able to count to 3. I should not need to double check if I have 3 or not. Sometimes when you crochet, you just don't know how to count. Alright, boom, there we go. I feel this was much smaller when I first started. It was not half the size, but we got like 3 rows in, maybe? I'm slowly but surely working. There's still so much more to go. I promise I'll work on it later more. I promise. I'm just getting kind of hungry and sleepy, and I don't want to take my hangry sleepy out on you guys, you know what I mean? And I gotta go tend to my hangry and sleepy before I get too hangry and sleepy. Okay, where did, yeah. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will definitely be posting more pictures of the yarn. Like, comment, subscribe. My name is Jay. This was fun. My pronouns are they, them, and free Palestine. Goodbye.